If you are over 60 and seeking to stay active, energetic, and independent for as long as possible, then you are at the right place. Today, we're discussing something truly simple but so powerful that it can transform how you feel every single day, and that's the right and wrong ways to consume cucumbers. Now, I understand what you're thinking, cucumbers. Definitely. What's special about them? Well, after 36 years of working with elderly people, I've seen firsthand how minor adjustments to diets can make a significant impact on energy, digestion, and possibly long-term health. Before we begin, please let me know where you are watching from. It will be great to feel closer, regardless of how we are physically apart. Also, don't forget to like and comment on how you feel about this topic. Now let's get started. Cucumbers might look like an ordinary vegetable, but for elderly people, they can be a game changer. As we grow older, our bodies go through multiple changes, our metabolism slows down, digestion gets a bit more sensitive, and staying hydrated is more difficult. That's where cucumbers come in. First, let's talk about hydration. You might believe you're drinking plenty of water, but did you know that as we grow older, our body's capacity to sense thirst reduces? That means by the moment you feel thirsty, you're already dehydrated. And dehydration in elderly people is not just about feeling a bit parched, it can trigger dizziness, confusion, exhaustion, and possibly increase the risk of falls. That's why cucumbers are highly important. Cucumbers are made up of 96% water, making them one of the finest organic ways to remain hydrated without even thinking about it. Picture this, you eat some slices of cucumber with your lunch, and you're assisting your body in obtaining the water it needs to maintain your energy up and your cognitive abilities sharp. But hydration is not the only benefit. Cucumbers are also filled with silica, a mineral that helps maintain your joints flexible and strong. If you've ever woken up with tight knees or uncomfortable hands, including more silica foods like cucumbers in your diet can have a huge impact in the long run. And let's not forget blood pressure. Many elderly people suffer from high blood pressure, and excessive salt in the diet just worsens it. The good news? Cucumbers are naturally low in sodium but high in potassium, which helps balance out the negative effects of salt and keep your blood pressure in control. That's why I usually recommend cucumbers to my patients who are searching for a simple, natural way to improve heart health. Let's discuss the first one you must avoid. Cucumber combination number 1 to avoid, raw carrots. Now, I understand that many of you like a cucumber and carrot salad. It's crunchy and seems like a great healthy snack, right? Anyway, here's something that many individuals don't realize. Consuming raw cucumbers and carrots together can really be harmful to your immune system, particularly as you age. Let me elaborate. Carrots contain an enzyme known as ascorbic acid oxidase. This enzyme has a major drawback: it actively destroys vitamin C. And vitamin C is something elderly people need more than ever to maintain their immune system strong. Imagine this, when you were younger, a cold or flu might have only been a nuisance, but today even a little infection can develop into a serious health issue. That's why obtaining enough vitamin C is so crucial. It helps your body fight off infections, keeps your skin healthy, and even assists with wound recovery. But when you consume raw carrots and cucumbers combined, that important vitamin C is being neutralized before your body can even use it. I had a patient, Mary, 85 years old, who battled with persistent constipation for many years. She tried everything: fiber supplements, prunes, and also prescription medications. Nothing appeared to work. But when she began to consume half a pear and a few slices of cucumber every evening, she noticed a dramatic change. After 2 weeks, she was off her laxatives completely. So how can you include this combination in your diet? Simple. Snack idea: dice up half a pear and half a cucumber, put a little honey and lemon juice on them, and eat them as a nice lunchtime snack. Smoothie alternative: blend a pear and some cucumber with a little yogurt or almond milk for a moderate, digestion-friendly smoothie. Cucumber combination number 2 for good health. Cucumbers and apples. Cucumbers and apples are a simple way to support your heart, lower blood pressure, and boost circulation. As we age, our heart requires greater attention. Blood pressure tends to rise, cholesterol levels might become an issue, and circulation isn't as powerful as it used to be. That's the reason why consuming the right foods may make a significant impact. Here's why cucumbers and apples are such an outstanding combination for heart health. Cucumbers are abundant in potassium, which helps relax blood vessels and reduce blood pressure effectively. When consumed together, these two meals operate in harmony. Apples help eliminate excess cholesterol, while cucumbers maintain normal blood flow and hydration. I had a patient, Barbara, 78 years old, who battled with high blood pressure and cholesterol for many years. She was already on medication, but she needed a natural alternative that could support her heart. I recommended she begin eating a green apple and some cucumber slices each morning. After 3 months, her cholesterol levels decreased by 10%, and her blood pressure readings were more steady than they had been in decades. So how can you integrate this combination into your routine? Simple morning snack: slice up half an apple and half a cucumber, put some cinnamon on top and serve it with a cup of tea. Heart-healthy smoothie. Combine a green apple, half a cucumber, and a handful of spinach with some water or almond milk. So if you want to safeguard your heart and maintain your circulation strong, consider including cucumbers and apples in your regular meals. Cucumber combination number 3 for good health: cucumbers and apple cider vinegar, the nutrient booster. Now, this last combination might shock you: cucumbers and apple cider vinegar. Here's why this combination is so powerful: as we grow older, our digestive system absorbs fewer nutrients. Research reveals that those over 60 absorb approximately 30 fewer vitamins and minerals compared to younger ones. Which means even if you're consuming healthy foods, your body might not be receiving the full benefits. Apple cider vinegar contains natural acids and enzymes that assist in breaking down food while making nutrients easier to absorb. When you combine cucumbers with apple cider vinegar, you're enhancing digestion, improving nutrient absorption, and maintaining gut health, all in a single step. I had a patient, Elena, 85 years old, who was suffering from low energy and poor digestion. She was eating well yet constantly felt fatigued. When we added just a little bit of apple cider vinegar to her cucumber slices at lunch, she noticed a significant change. Within a few weeks, she had more vitality and fewer digestive problems. So how can you effortlessly enjoy this combination? Cucumber and vinegar salad: thinly cut cucumbers, combine with 1 part apple cider vinegar and 3 parts water, and let it soak for about 10 minutes before consuming. Add a little honey for flavor if needed. Refreshing drink: add some cucumber slices and a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar to a glass of water for a moderate digestion-boosting drink. Light side dish: combine cucumbers, apple cider vinegar, and some olive oil for a simple and enjoyable salad. Handling cucumbers the right way. Now that you know which cucumber combinations to avoid and which ones to use, let's discuss how to handle cucumbers in the right way. After all, how you pick, store, and cook your cucumbers can have a major impact on how fresh and healthy they stay. 1. Choosing the right cucumbers. Not all cucumbers are made equal. Here's what you should look for when purchasing cucumbers at the store. Select medium-sized cucumbers that are firm but not too hard. If they feel soft or have wrinkles, they're beyond their prime. Avoid cucumbers with yellow spots. That's an indication they're excessively ripe and may not taste better. 2. The most effective way to store cucumbers. Many people store cucumbers the wrong way, causing them to go bad too fast. Here's how to keep them fresh longer. Wrap cucumbers in a paper towel before storing them in the fridge. Absorbs too much moisture and cuts down on sogginess. Put them in the crisper drawer of your fridge, but keep them near the front so they're simple to access. Don't store cucumbers alongside apples or tomatoes. These fruits produce ethylene gas, causing cucumbers to go bad faster. 3. Simple methods to prepare cucumbers for elderly people. I understand that for many elderly people, cutting and preparing food can be difficult, whether because of arthritis, limited grip strength, or exhaustion. Here are some simple methods that make cucumber preparation fast and simple. Use a mandolin slicer with a safety guard to obtain steady, thin slices with little effort. If cutting is difficult, slice cucumbers into manageable chunks first, which makes them easier to hold while cutting. A food processor might be an ideal instrument for slicing cucumbers in seconds, particularly if you're making a salad or a dip. For an easy-to-eat snack, chop cucumbers into sticks and keep them in a small, ready-to-go portion. 4. Daily cucumber routine for maximum health advantages. Most of my elderly patients find it beneficial to follow a basic daily schedule for consuming cucumbers. Here's what works effectively. Morning, start your day with a glass of cucumber-infused water for hydration. Lunch, have a cucumber and apple or pear salad to boost heart and digestive health. Dinner, have a few pieces of cucumber with apple cider vinegar to improve the absorption of nutrients. 5. A special note for elderly on medications. If you take medication for hypertension or diabetes, here's something important. Keep at least a 2-hour interval between eating cucumbers and taking your prescribed medication. If you're on blood thinners, consult your healthcare provider before making huge dietary changes, as some foods can affect medication absorption. Making cucumbers a simple and enjoyable part of your life. I know that as we grow older, cooking and preparing meals might begin seeming like a chore. But the good news is, cucumbers are one of the easiest and most senior-friendly meals to consume. No preparation, no difficult steps, just slice, eat, and enjoy the benefits. If you've experienced any issues preparing or consuming cucumbers, please let me know in the comments.